We are gaming. Hiro versus monchooo, I'm getting right into it. Loser is out. Winner progresses. Skarmory has just gotten an excellent lead matchup against Metagross. And a Magneton is so logical alongside Metagross, it's insane. It's a bit of a gambit early on. Skarm doesn't mind losing to Mag, earning that spike, and whoa, it's Camerupt entering against a Celebi. This is gonna threaten large damage with a Fire Blast. In comes a Gengar of all things. I was expecting like a Suicune to come in and start going to town. Usually Camerupt switches in against Gengar, not the other way around. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a Camerupt attack an incoming Gengar. But no worries, Tyranitar's gonna thwart this with an Earthquake. No problem at all. Maybe Hiro was playing around Toxic. Camerupt often uses Toxic or perhaps HP Grass on a predicted Swampert switch in. Could have been one of those. Either way, the position isn't bad. We've got a Spike on the field. Luring in a Celebi. Spike and Sand paying for themselves. And we do have Peck Zapdos. I like this set. Really effective against Celebi. But Metagross has stomached that very easily. And it is Protect Metagross, earning some valuable chip heal. Porygon 2 makes sense alongside Magneton and Camerupt to cover that Dug weakness. Gonna drop to 2 Thunderbolts though, jeez. Mixed Zapdos is often modest, so that damage makes sense. Porygon 2 hates that. Mixed Zapdos is really good against this team. Pressures the Celebi and the Porygon 2. I think Mixed Zapdos is going to be the difference maker here. For sure. But this Magneton appears to be doing stuff. Never mind. 80% with HP Fire, that's enormous. I'm thinking this is a Leech Seed 3 attack cell. Oh, never mind, I'm stupid. We've already seen what it was. We've already seen that it's a different Celebi. It's Carmine Pass. Now, Celebi is probably the best bet for monchooo here. Maybe a Leech Seed. Have we got Leech Seed? Not much revealed on this Celebi. Apart from Recover. Leech Seed would at least allow Metagross a safer life. Drill Peck at least doesn't 2-hit KO, but it's dangerously close. Does less than Recover. So Celebi can heal a little bit, but there's the risk of a crit every single time. It's not a fantastic spot to be in. monchooo does not have much better. Mixed Zapdos is an amazing matchup here. We're just going to repeat this loop a few times. I would say Hiro is very likely to bring this one home. And just going to go for a Psychic. Cut your losses. What's the last for monchooo, do we think? Going to sacrifice Celebi. Something fast, I hope. Zapdos is at least a slower variant. Apparently not. Metagross is the chosen switch in. Are we going to see Agility or something? Nope, just a Meteor Mash. Whatever monchoo's last is, it's something that didn't want to come in there. Perhaps it was too slow. And I'm pretty sure Hiro's Agile Metagross is just going to KO this with an Earthquake of its own. Oh, just shy. Bulky Metagross there. I thought that would KO. It's just shy, folks. And a simple Explosion should deal with whatever this is. It's Gyarados. Makes sense you don't bring Gyarados in against Zapdos, folks. That would be foolish. And that's it. I've seen that team. That's the Callus team, or a variant of it at least. Unfortunate. That team stinks against Mixed Zapdos, now that I'm looking at it. Switch the sides for continuity. And game 2 has begun. We've got a Jirachi lead. Wonder what kind of Jirachi this is. I'm a big fan of the mixed Jirachi lead. And it does indeed have Ice Punch. There's been, I feel like, an uptick of defensive Jirachi leads, but... Oh, a Pursuit is bold. Wow. And it's actually a pretty good chip. Not bad at all. Sometimes Jirachi lead runs HP fighting for Tyranitar. Not this one, though. Not this time. Alright, I mean, it's representing Fire Punch if it's in on Fortress, or at least it plans to calm mind up or something. Thunder. That makes sense, too. That's quite threatening. You've paralyzed Blissey. I wonder if it's sub-CM. Oh, it is HP fighting. He just didn't want to... Just didn't want to go for it earlier. Scared of the follow-up Fire Blast or Earthquake, and you're just absolutely owning that Blissey with the full paras. Now Blissey is basically gone. Monchooo with the Jirachi of their own. How will this play out? It's Fire Punch. And it gets the burn, alright. And we dodge the Thunder that time. A bit of karma for those fortunate full paras. Monchooo weathering the storm of this Jirachi. And what do you know? Dodges another one for the road. I almost thought... maybe you could heal up Blissey here. Hiro went for the HP fighting, though. Blissey won't quite die after the spike. It will take Sand Chip, but if you do manage to randomly wish it up, it is possible to heal up Blissey in this game if you choose to sack something else to make that happen. Something to note, folks. Might not be necessary, though, because a Wish Jirachi is a potent special wall itself. Oh! If this is HP Fighting Arrow, I love this play from Monchooo. It is. Calling out the D-Dance, you outrun it in HP Fighting. It's a scary thing to do sometimes, but that was a really good play in that position, because Hiro's Tyranitar is either going to Dragon Dance there, or it's going to Earthquake, so... although switching Arrow in seems dangerous, it's unlikely for Hiro to ever clear Rock Slide there, especially with Arrow unrevealed at that point. That was a play that shows awareness. I like it. Celebi holding on for dear life, gonna be sacrificed. Despite a unfortunate opener with those Blissey full paras, Monchooo is in a commanding position now. Entire team healthy, Hiro on the back foot. Gonna sacrifice Blissey to earn yourself a follow-up. And I was thinking you go Fortress. You can stomach those Hydro Pumps well enough. Spam spikes. You can even rapid spin here with no downside. There is nothing stopping you from rapid spinning and completely winning the hazard war. Monchooo is in heaven on earth here. Trying to deny the single spike. Bit of a mind game between peck and re-spike here. Will Monchooo continue to peck this Fortress down, or ever try and re-establish spikes on the switch out? Monchooo has successfully earned a switch into Jirachi. Skarmory staying in. Might be dangerous to risk that burn, but at this point you got to go for your... you got to take your chances, I think. And in comes Arrow. And Arrow knows it can't be toxicked by this. So I would have just... I mean, honestly, I would have just gone for a Rock Slide. To be honest, it can't even toxic you. Maybe you're worried about Swampert coming in, but then you get 3 spikes damage on it. It doesn't hurt to be careful, I suppose. Maybe Skarmory could have some random... oh, I'm sorry, it's Peck Toxic, no Protect. That's my bad. Once again, I don't look. That's a pretty unorthodox set, though. Forgive me for not noticing that. You don't see that every day. Skarmory usually needs Protect for those valuable chip heals, scouting, etc. Alright. Yeah, no need to risk your arrow there and get toxicked. No need at all. monchooo gonna... Let's put this on fast. I think monchooo will probably... And there's the burn. I think monchooo will win this. But we'll see how it goes. Arrow is the one Pokemon that can bring this back for Hiro. And after that explosion, that's almost all of its health. And Double Edge looks like it's going to clean this up. After the burn damage, that finishes off Skarmory very nicely. We can check what arrow is locked into at every turn. There's a flinch, but to what end? monchooo has a very healthy Jirachi. You get flinched as many times as you want, it's not going to make a difference. Jirachi is taking minimal damage, unless you crit flinch multiple times, I suppose. There is a world where that happened. An alternate reality, but not this one. Oh, Curse, Rest, Swampert. Last might actually be the win condition. Curse, Rest, EQ, Ice Beam. Okay, we're now in a crazy reality where Hiro might win this. Oh, no. You can't withstand the Dragon Claw damage, of course. There was a brief glimmer of hope, but no, not really. And on that note, here's game 3. Hiro with the early advantage here. And we've got a Jirachi-centric series. Yet another Jirachi. They've all had different sets though. Jirachi very versatile. But monchooo has a preference. Looks like another Fire Punch. Probably defensive Jirachi here. Gonna just take a Thunderbolt in order to gain a Toxic. Looks like the exact same set. Not the exact same team though. We've got a Claydol. Zapdos with Light Screen. A lesser seen option, but not bad. Can support something in the back, potentially. Interesting click there. Jirachi on monchoo's side will probably wish, of course. There it is. Are we gonna fish for Fire Punch burns? No. A simple switch to Tyranitar. Losing your wish HP, but just trying to offensively check this Jirachi, and a crit Earthquake certainly helps. You would have lived another hidden power there and finished it off. But that crit served to preserve some HP. But Tyranitar goes down anyway, so not hugely relevant actually. Not a massive... That crit may look really lucky, but it didn't end up making much of a difference, I think. We're going to wish up in the face of Metagross. That's potentially dangerous, but monchooo without any fear. Zapdos slowly being worn down by this toxic poison. Light Screen. Gonna help it tank that Fire Punch. And that's the first time Protect has been used. Finishing off Zapdos with the Toxic Chip. Here's Metagross though. Crit Agility up. Gonna just blow up and defeat Zapdos, okay. Cloyster is a little unusual on a team like this. Cloyster is usually emblematic of more aggressive teams. This is a more defensive Cloyster squad, folks. A little unusual, but I don't hate it. It's not bad. Ice Beam on the Salamence randomly, wow. Salamence was unrevealed at that point, wasn't it? Just a Hail Mary Ice Beam. Probably just wanted to do damage to Swampert. Didn't expect... Hiro probably expected a Surf or more spikes. At least the Light Screen allowed it to live the Ice Beam, but damn. Okay. That being said, Suicune is... This may look dire for Hiro, but Suicune is one of those Pokemon that can bring things back in the end game. Incredible late game Pokemon. And Hiro appears to be going for it. It's worth noting that both Cloyster and Claydol have Explosion to punish Suicune if it chooses to commit to resting. Hiro has an important crossroads here. Will Jirachi protect? Maybe you calm mind up or rest on this turn. No protect from monchooo. Gets the KO. Aerodactyl. Gonna go swamp it. And take a decent chunk from Double Edge, but swamp it will force this out. Eliminating Cloyster is nice because now Cloyster can't explode on your Suicune. If you can eliminate Claydol, this is a pretty close one, folks. We protect. No explosion. monchooo is kind of in a rough spot. Just Claydol last. I think it's over. I think Hiro has figured this one out. You might as well protect, yeah. monchooo goes out with a bang. And I mean that literally. That was quite a set, folks. Well done to Hiro, bringing that one back. It looked dire, to be honest. monchooo looked way ahead, but you brought it back. Well done. Thank you to the donators. We have a new donation from Moguntius with $10.91, who says, "To whom it may concern, contrary to popular belief, it is possible to formulate gravity as a classical/non-quantized gauge theory by taking the semi-direct product of the group of translations with the orthochronous spin group as gauge/structure group." I don't know what any of that means, but thank you for the important information. I'm sure the fans appreciate it greatly. That was epic. Thank you, everybody. I'll catch you later.